Yo, let's see what we can get up in this joint, man. Yeah, what up? What up? What's up? What's up? Yo, my bad, y'all. All right, so here we go. We about to talk about Zion, Williamson, and why I don't even know why people were surprised about this whole thing with Cho and all that with the girls and all this other stuff and all that or whatever, man. Listen, man. I don't even know why people are surprised about this whole situation. With the girl coming out and saying that she could be possibly pregnant with his baby, and he had the baby shower and all this other stuff. Like, yo, I was telling my man, yo, Zion has never had discipline, yo. Like, he's never had discipline. So a lot of that has crossed over into, his personal life outside the court. You know what I mean? And it shouldn't really be a surprise to anybody. The dude has zero discipline. So, he can't, when he signed a new contract with the Pelicans, you know what I mean? They got a fat clause in there. They had to put a fat clause in there because this dude is just blown up like the Michelin Man, the state puff marshmallow man, aka Zion Williamson. Right? You look at if you look at his physique when he was playing for Duke, playing at a high level, you know what I mean? He was always big, but not like how he is now, Like, he looked a little more mobile. He looked a little more mobile in his Duke days than he does now. And personally and professionally right now, he can't even stay on the court because he got all these problems, and it's from conditioning. You know what I'm saying? I played ball. I ain't play ball at a Duke level or not like that, but just understanding how to properly train and run and do cardio and all that. Like, he be huffing and puffing up the court. You know what I'm saying? So we know this man has a discipline problem, right? On the court or off the court, food-wise. So all that stuff is going to translate over. You feel me? So him not being able to eat a healthy diet or more restricted diet, to be lean, to, have his body fat down, and all that stuff is going to cross over into, on who he deals with as far as relationship-wise, as far as, him starting a family, him and girlfriends, him and little side chicks, or whatever the case may be, whatever, right? And I get it, right? I get it. What I mean by this is, I understand the dude's young. He's in his early 20s. Like, his stepfather should be telling him, like, dude, no, like, we not going to do this. You need to be 100% committed to your craft. And even his homeboys should be telling him the real too. Like, yo, if y'all really love this man like that and y'all really fuck with him like that, y'all gonna tell him, like, nah, bro, you not going, throw your life away as far as your wealth. Like, we're not gonna allow you to throw your wealth away by not staying in prime shape or whatever like that. You dealing with these little scallywag broads and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but overall, people shouldn't even be surprised that this is going on, because look at him. Look at the dude. You know what I mean? If I was a general manager, I'm gonna be honest, like, I wouldn't even have gave him that bread, yo. I would have traded him or something. Like, we're gonna trade him because he doesn't look like he wants to play. He look like he don't want to be there. Let's let him go. bring in some draft picks or something, get another player, you know, that could replace him. Because I haven't seen enough from him for me to be like, oh, he's promising. Like, yo, the dude's not even on the court, yo. Like, he's not even playing for real. You know what I mean? And he doesn't have any discipline. So his poor decision making at the table is gonna, you know, like I said earlier, is gonna cross over to his personal relationships. So, but Shorty aired Joe out, like was airing Joe out or whatever like that. It's just too. It's not a coincidence, you know what I'm saying? Like people are like, oh, you know, it's hearsay. No, all that I believe a lot of that stuff is true. You know what I mean? Because Shorty just like, bro, you in the DMs and all that. Like, first of all, why aren't you having these girls sign non-disclosure agreements when they interacting with you? You know, they're in your presence, bro. You're the bag. You know what I mean? You're the bag. You shouldn't be out here on some thirsty shit. You know, just take it easy, bro. You know, or Shorty in one of her tweets, she was saying, he got a sex addiction problem, and I believe that to be true too. You know, it's like, bro, you no discipline. You gotta get your rocks off a certain way, and you gotta hit all these broads up and flying them in, flying them out all the time and all that. You can't even stay on the court and be a professional, and they gotta put a fat clause in your contract and all that. Right now, Shorty out of control. I'm talking. So, you know, he needs his peoples to like give him a wake up call so he can just get back on his shit and do what he need to do to become that professional and reach his full potential. Because right now, in my opinion, you know, Zion's a bust. He's a bust. He shouldn't have been the number one pick coming out that draft with all these, like, you know, discipline issues. He has maturity issues, you know what I'm saying? He's not mature, you know. But if, like I said, if he was a smart man, you know, he wouldn't even be in these bros' inboxes. You know, you need to communicate with them by other means instead of trying to flex like, oh, you know, I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, oh, I'm Zion. Yeah, you the shit. You the man. But at the same time, man, you have to protect yourself at all times when it comes down to these females. You know what I'm saying? Because all it takes is them to say that, oh, Zion, RA, you know, blah, 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 me, you know, oh, I'm pregnant with Zion's baby. And hopefully, brother, you smart enough and your pops has taught you and told you that, you know, you need to get a paternity test. And, you know, you can't be having babies with these like scallywag broads, you know what I mean? So that's my main thing. And that's basically it, you know. But yeah, like if I was him and I was talking to these chicks on these like little apps and everything and stuff was coming up and all that or whatever, I'd be like, look, if she screenshotting, like, first of all, no cameras, no phones, none of that. Like, you tell your best friend or your homegirl, all right, where you at, and this is my homeboy number, this is the address you at, stuff like that. No, you're not coming up in here with phones. You're not coming up in here with no recording devices, none of that. So any one-on-one time we have or any conversations that we have one-on-one is between me and you, nobody else, because I'm the bag, right? I need to protect my brand. I need to protect my brand by any means necessary. And I can't afford to lose out on possible, you know, millions and millions of dollars because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I'll say about LeBron James, I'm not really a LeBron fan like that. But, yo, one thing I'll say about him, yo, like, he's really careful on how he's projected in the media as far as, like, scandals and shit like that. Like, you won't really hear, like, you might hear a little something ruffles on social media, but it won't come out like how Zion stuff is coming out. You know what I'm saying? But he got a real good team around him that, like, keep shit on the low if he is allegedly doing anything. I'm not saying LeBron is or he's not doing anything. But I'm just saying, like, you don't hear none of this stuff about him. You feel me? Which is a good thing. Got to protect your brand because this is how you feed your family. This is how you build generational wealth. Like as far as on there standard, as far as how much money they making and stuff like that, and future earnings and everything like that. But yeah, yo, people shouldn't be surprised about this. I mean, look at the dude, yo. He was coming to the games all fat and he just look a mess, man. And I want to see him do well. I want to see the brother do well. But come on, bro, you're throwing the bag away. You got a little shorty pregnant, all that stuff. They having the screenshot stuff for you. You want some simp and shit? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. You respect the woman. You know. You don't put a woman on a pedestal, bro. You don't do that. You respect your girl, you respect your woman and all that. And you just be humble about y'all love and stuff. You know what I mean? Of course, you show affection to your girl, your wife or whatever, of course, you know what I mean? But all this like what the back of his shirt says, I'm here because I was told to be, like, nah, bro. No, that's not masculine, bro. That's some mama's boy bullshit. You know what I mean? But yeah, he gonna learn a hard lesson with this, man. This whole situation, and hopefully this is a wake up call for him because you're going into the summer, right? And right now is the time for you to be focusing on your career. You on the court. Hopefully you can be healthy enough to be on the court, and your team can make the playoffs next year, and you could be that future face for the NBA. And, of course, your daughter, but you still should get that paternity test, though. And stop and leave all these little OnlyFans broads and these little IG broads alone, man. Like, you need to be locked in right now because it's not looking good for you at all, brother. You know what I mean? So, and he needs to have a one-on-one. His team need to be 100% with him. Like, yo, come on, bro. This is crazy. Like, you got us out here looking crazy because you just sloppy with it. Like, the one video, he was talking to the one little white chick, and he's like, videotape me in the bed with his shirt off, and like, come on, bro. She videotaped that. I hope and pray that you cut shorty off. And even you shouldn't even be talking to these girls from your actual IG and Snapchat account. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't even be talking to them on your real account. You feel me? Like, you really should be just chilling. Like, yo, I'm gonna send my man out there to talk to them. Like, even if you do got a IG account, like, your homeboy should be setting that play up for you. Not you putting and exposing yourself out there like that, as far as, because everybody is chasing for clout. You know what I mean? Everybody's chasing for clout. You got to be more in the shadows, like, discreet about who you talk to, who you want to deal with like that on that level. You just sticking your neck out there and shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm trying to holler at her. She got a fat ass. Nah, bro. Nah, man. Don't do that. Don't move like that. But I said enough, man. I don't. My last words is this, man. People shouldn't be surprised at what's going on. I wasn't really surprised. We know if you go on social media and you know this dude he likes to be in these girls' inboxes, and all this stuff is coming out, and it shouldn't be a surprise. That's because Zion doesn't have any discipline. He has zero discipline. He has zero discipline on the court, or like as far as like training, eating right, doing what he needs to do correctly. And then, of course, off the court, he got to be in all the bras and inboxes trying to holler at him and all that. But that's all I got to really say, man. I ain't really got nothing else to say about this situation, but, I see one person tuned in, but appreciate folks tuning in. And I'm about to get about this joint. All right, peace.